So is this what Toronto feels?
I mean, probably more exaggerated, but yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
This sucks. It ain't easy being a Coyotes fan, but it sure isn't easy being a Coyotes fan in the middle of Alberta. To the north of me are the Edmonton Oilers, and to the south of me are the Calgary Flames. And here I am, smack dab in the middle. So join me as I talk about the 23-24 Arizona Coyotes on Season 1 of the Albertan Coyotes Fan. So stay howling and go Yotes! Yotes lose again to the Calgary Flames in a game where they were up 2-0, and then they blow it in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes! That's all it took. 2 minutes! You know what? No, I'm doing something. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit smarter on this. This is not just white milk. It's got half white milk, half and half cream, but I'm also being stupid. Because what I've got is another one of these stupid peppers, which I've now laced, I'm going to call it laced, with the spiciest hot sauce that we have. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to hate myself. It's going to be glorious. Nope, hate that. So going into this game, the Flames are 8-0-1 against the Arizona Coyotes in their last 9. Now, they are 9-0-1 because they won in overtime, which still gives them the 2 points. That's all very bad. Oh, why did I do this? Why did I do this again? It's against the Calgary Flames. This is fine. Oh, it's stuck in my teeth. That's why. Now, we're playing against the Calgary Flames team where Huberdeau is gone because of illness, and the Coyotes should be angry because we got smacked by them 6-2. Not to mention early in the first period, the Calgary Flames go down for tripping, which gives us the opportunity to do stuff against them, which is considered, power play. We should be able to do something on the power play. And we don't get the goal on that power play, so, it's not great. We didn't give up a shorthanded goal, which is good. Then we take a penalty where Coyotes player decides to play the puck off the face-off with his hand, which you're not allowed to do. I didn't know it was a penalty, but apparently it's a penalty. The giveaways are still plaguing us. We're still giving the puck away way too much, but here's where the positives of the game happen. Because we get into the second period, we're going to stick with the good stuff first, and then we'll cycle back and deal with the bad stuff. Because Jersey scores the first goal of this game, finding the puck in open ice right in the slot. He takes the shot, bounces off of Hannafin's elbow, and it redirects just enough that Vladar, whose hand is up, misses the puck. I'm going through hell right now. Dumba has a hip check where he flips the flame over and the flame goes flying. That was really neat. And then the second goal is scored by Logan Cooley, where Jersey takes a shot. Logan Cooley puts his skate just right in place where it deflects off of it and into the back of the net. That's Cooley's goal, 2-0. Just in case I didn't mention it because I'm going through the spice right now, that was in the third period. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but I can't remember now. We're going to jump back to the first for our first not-so-fun thing of the game. Kesselring drags Zari into Ingram. Kesselring then gets mad at Zari for hitting Ingram. Kesselring decides to cross-check Zari in the face, knocking him down. Kesselring then drops a cross-check down onto the now on the ground Zari, and he only gets, he gets kind of 4 minutes for it, but it should have been like 4 minutes altogether, or maybe even a 5. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with what happened. That was stupid. And he only got basically 2 minutes in the game situation for that. I believe he got 4 minutes, but all in all, Flames power play was only 2 minutes long. And that was dumb. Because if you look at the screenshots, I've got screenshots. I've actually done something proper for when I'm talking about things like this. Here's Kesselring throwing Zari into Ingram. Here's Kesselring being a moron with his stick. Here's Kesselring looking down and saying, okay, you know what? You haven't had enough yet. Wha-bam! And I don't know if you know this about the NHL, but technically, you're not supposed to do that. Secondly, Cooley with the breakaway, he kind of puts, he's got the hockey sense to know that the 5-hole exists. And he looked like he was going to go 5-hole on Dan Vladar. He had the breakaway, he shoots it at the 5-hole, Dan Vladar, he gets there before that the puck can go through, rebound goes off, there's Zucker with the puck, he shoots it on the net, and it's actually not even on the net, but Vladar gets his skate out. I think he kicks it away a bit. Even if he hadn't, it was going wide anyway. And here's the thing for you. When we talk about Jason Zucker, do we ever talk about him in a light where it's not either ultimate bad luck or ultimate lack of hockey IQ? Trade the guy! Why do we need that? We got Cooley, who's actually, he looks really good, but he's being put down on lines where he cannot work. I believe he's out with the O'Brien line, as well as the third line with Bugstad. I've seen him on both. It might have been a lack of awareness for the line change. I don't know, but it looked like he was on both lines. We're wasting him. We're wasting him with a guy who's either got the worst luck ever, or he just chooses his spots horribly. And here's my prediction. Like I'm saying, trade him, and I think they should trade him. I guarantee you trade him away, he's going to turn into Austin Matthews 2.0. He's going to turn into the best player in the National Hockey League overnight just to spite us. But if he does that somewhere else, then my only question for him would be, where was that? Where was it? What kind of hockey IQ do you have where you pull a Matt Duchene and you roof the puck over the net? What kind of hockey IQ do you have where you've got an empty net to shoot at and it doesn't go in? Flames had that in this game too, by the way. That was another good thing for us. Ingram screws up behind the net. He gives the puck away, and the Flames try to go for a wraparound. They choke it. It goes up to the front, and we clear it. Thank goodness! But going back to the Zucker point, I think it's time to talk about trading him because he's not adding to the team. In fact, he's making that line worse. I would argue to say he's making that line worse. When is Hayton coming back? So now we come back to after the Cooley goal. That Cooley fluke goal that goes off his skate and into the back of the net. Coleman, for the Flames, receives the puck from behind the net. He takes the puck, he shoots the puck, goes in the net. Flames barn goes wild. Sea of Red goes absolutely ballistic. Now the barn has noise, and that's not a good thing. Not even 2 minutes later, Nazem Kadri, who I riff on all the time because he's paid too stupid high for what he's worth, which I want to say I apologize for that. Seeing this game, the Flames are way faster than I took them credit for. So, I'm sorry, not really, because we should still be able to beat them, and by we, I mean the Coyotes. I'm still doing that thing. Kadri ties the game, and we struggle into overtime. And it was just a whole lot of chances to end in that period. Vladar and Ingram looked amazing, respectively. But we still go into overtime. And then we get into overtime. And, we're playing our style where we double back a lot and we slow the game down. We try and make the other team tired, which works. You should do that because then the other team can't defend you. It's a good thing to do. But maybe here's the other side of that coin is then you get tired and then you try and go off the ice really fast because the Flames, oh no, they have the puck. And now there's 4 of us on the ice. There's 4 Coyotes on the ice. That's not a good thing because that's against the rules and they'll call that, and they did. Oh no! So we go down a man, or they go up a man, I suppose, being that it's 3-on-3 overtime, and now it's 4-3 for the Flames. There was one moment where Moser saved the game when the puck had snuck through Ingram and was creeping across the line. He made a line save. And I screamed out that they need to make that play worth it. And you know what they did? They did the exact opposite! Sharangovich gets the puck in the right corner. I don't even know if it was quite the corner. He was coming up on the right side. He finds an opening. He shoots. It goes in the back of the net, and the Flames barn goes wild. Dumb. I don't like this game anymore. After all the trades that we've done, after all the things that the Coyotes have done to try and improve this team, after a season where we actually looked really good in 2019, 2020 in that bubble year, and then right after we go into the playoffs, we beat out, I believe it was Nashville, to go into the playoffs against Colorado, which, yeah, they took us out. Oh, noes. That's still an improvement. Then we go, what do? We trade off Ranta, I believe. We trade off Kemper, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Connor Garland. We trade off a whole bunch of assets and get stuff in return, I guess? We got, Cassian? Where's he? Is he retired now? What's happening with him? We don't know where he is. We're supposed to be making this team better. And it drives me nuts that the coach is, he'll go on different networks and he'll say, oh, well, we don't expect to make it to the playoffs this year. We're not going to make it to the playoffs this year. We're not expecting to. If we do, then that's great. That's great. What kind of a mentality is that when you have an NHL team, when you have a team that you are coaching for, when you have a team that can do stuff, this kind of stuff that the Coyotes can do? 5 straight against the last 5 NHL champion people. Stanley Cup champs. There we go. The Coyotes can do that. And you give them the excuse of, oh, well, we're not expecting to make it to the playoffs this year. Why? The Coyotes can do it. The Coyotes can do it. They can do it all. They can go all the way if they so want to. They've proven it in the terms of they can beat the good teams. And instead, they're given excuses. And guess who we play next? Vancouver, Thursday, 8 p.m. my time. And if I remember correctly, unless something's changed tonight or overnight, the Vancouver Canucks are second. We play the Jets, we suck against the Jets. But we played the Jets kicked our rear ends. What's Vancouver gonna do? I would have preferred if we had a point here where I wouldn't have to be, I might still be upset at the Vancouver game depending on what we do. But we're losing to the Flames. If we beat Vancouver, wins are supposed to be the calm videos, the calm things where I'm supposed to be calm, where I'm supposed to be collected, and I'm supposed to be, happy that my team won. If we go and beat the Canucks after losing to the Flames, especially how we lost to the Flames last week, I'm not going to be happy. So in the meantime, stay howling and go Yotes. That's getting harder to say. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, you can hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time when hopefully I'm a bit calmer. We'll see. It depends on what the game brings. If we blow Vancouver out, it's just game over. Game over there. I'm not gonna be thrilled.